Okay, I'm gonna build my Bant deck now. I'm gonna cut cards I don't want to play. This is maybe this is a shame. I will leave it just for consideration, but like I said during drafting, it's not very splashable, and white will be my splash color. So how many snow permanents? So even Blizzard Brawl doesn't support it. I won't have too many snow permanents. That's 1, 2. I won't play it, but let's count it. 3, 4, 5, 6. If I played black, 6. That's not too many. And I don't want to splash black probably for Valkyrie only, even if it works together with this righteous Valkyrie. It's still not a great idea to splash a card like this, especially if I don't support snow mana that well, and I don't want to play Smashing Success. So what else is here? I have quite a cheap deck. Glittering Frost, I'm not sure if I want to keep it because it's a good cooperation with Sculptor of Winter, but I don't have anything to ramp to. I draw some cards from these runes, maybe it's not so bad, but I may have awkward hands where I have only 1 5 mana, 1 6 mana spell. It will be a cheap deck, but I have some cantrip spells like Sorrow of Packmate entering the battlefield and drawing a card. 4 runes, Runed Crown, Rune for Champion. So at least I have some support here. I could play 16 lands and Glittering Frost. It will still help me with 2 copies of Blizzard Brawl and 1 Sculpture of Winter. It looks quite good, and maybe I will splash this Clarion Spirit after all. I'm not sure. It's probably not a good idea, and I still need to cut something. But this deck could double spell even in the later game, thanks to cards like Rune for Champion, Runed Crown, all 4 runes, and this Sorrow of Packmate, and even Morty of the Frost, which can enter as a copy of Sorrow of Packmate or something like this. So I'm quite well set up for double spelling even in the late game, but still it's not a splashable card. It can be very awkward to play 2-drop as a splash that won't do anything if I don't get to some cantrips or something like that. So it's a very good card, but the weakest link in my deck, based on how it looks right now. So I will cut 1 land, so let's cut planes. I will think about exact mana base later, but just to have some some idea about what's going on. So I have 4 white cards. This rune even doesn't need white mana if I get to Runed Crown and look for it, or Rune for Champion, but Rune for Champion needs white mana, so maybe it needs there. So only with Ruined Crown it doesn't need white mana, but still only 4 cards, even if I count this rune as one, so maybe I could play one planes, just one, and look for it with Horizon Seeker, and I also have Glittering Frost, so, and this land, so a lot of support for this. I'm not sure about 3 Horizon Seekers anyway. I could just live with this not being supported. Well, 2 copies are quite a lot, but this deck is so cheap and I still have some cards to cut and I really don't know what to cut right now. So I don't have better ideas than to cut Glittering Frost and Sculpture of Winter after all. And this package I will have still for 2 drops, 2 drop creatures and some other things to do on the second mana. Notably, I don't have anything with Foretell except this Packmate, so this is a little weird. Maybe this way I need more planes if I cut Glittering Frost. And probably this isn't good, it's a forest, just a forest, it should be better. Because double white, it may be supported from time to time, but quite rarely I suppose, so it's not good to play a Tapland in this case. Just the forest is better, so the downside is too big for to justify it, because there won't be a lot of times when I will use it. Okay, I got to 17 lands somehow. I don't want to play 17 lands. So maybe 1 planes after all. And I will just count on these Horizon Seekers. I hope this won't be too bad. If they get killed, then I won't have a chance to boast. Even once, still I have 3 runes in my main colors, which still dig for other cards and Packmate, so maybe this is still good enough because I think I need something like, maybe not. I have double blue here. I still have quite a low number of blue cards, so this double blue maybe means that blue is one of my main colors, but I just looked at it and it looks that I have almost the same number of white and blue cards, which is a little weird. Maybe I should play more even distribution of plains and islands, and maybe bring back this Clarion Spirit because this deck is really cheap. So, but wouldn't it be the case to just cut Mority? No, I don't want to do that. So what could I cut if I played Clarion Spirit? Maybe this rune. Maybe even if I'm a rune deck, I don't have to play every rune I picked. But I think I need all 4 runes. Maybe it's still the case that Clarion Spirit is the weakest link. What else? I could bring back this Bant as well, but this is maybe better. And it needs double blue and helps make white my splash color, so I think I have to decide and make one of these colors more as my main color, even if I have only 5 cards of it, and just have double blue here, or just decide that white would be one of my main colors and have double white here and play this Clarion Spirit, and then maybe Mority is one of the weakest link. So I don't think it's a good idea here. So I think this Clarion Spirit should take a hit. But if I only have 5 blue cards, maybe I could play for 5 blue mana sources total, and Horizon Seeker will help me with double blue for the Frost. I still don't have cards I want to play on early blue cards. This is a 3-drop, but this is the only one. I have some more white 3-drops actually. Rune of Flight might be played later, Bind the Monster also. So I think it makes sense to play more white sources and 5 blue sources, and green will be the best supported because Horizon Seekers help me splash. Okay, so I think that's it. The deck is ready. It's quite weird. I haven't built something like that, but I suppose it makes some sense. I hope it can be good. It has some powerful cards. These white 3-drops are good. Mority should be good. Packmate is cool. Chariot is very powerful. And I have this rune package, Runed Crown, Rune for Champion, and 4 runes total. I don't have a lot of removal spells, but 3 is some minimum. And so I think I can play with what I got, and it shouldn't be too bad. So 6 warriors, 5 humans. That's a good thing to remember for this Bloodline Pretender. And are all my humans warriors? I have 2. 1 non-human warrior and 5, yeah, so okay, warrior is just strictly better than human for a pretender, because all humans are warriors, and I don't have other types in multiples, only 2 cats entering the battlefield at the same time with Erika's Chariot, and maybe entering later when Azika's Chariot copies them, so there might be a case where I would prefer to call cats with Bloodline Pretender, but it's a little narrow, so probably a warrior almost all the time, and this Valkyrie could be cool if I have all this all these shapeshifters, quite a lot of them. 5. Okay, so thanks for watching. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and watch some games of this deck. The whole playlist is linked in the description. See you.